Have you heard the interesting news
What's the interesting news, Nagy?
that Ben Affleck might be on the way out as Batman?
Yes, and I actually am finding this to be real interesting.
It's
As I don't follow that up. It's real interesting, but I'm not going to follow that up with an actual comment.
I honestly, I don't know how to feel about this one because we only had one good look. Because you can't really count Suicide Squad 1, because now there's going to be 2,
Right.
as his first film as Batman.
No.
You can't, because you only get a glance at it.
30s, yeah.
Yeah. We only had one film with him.
And it wasn't even very good.
Oh, it was horrible.
Right, and I think that's
I saw the trailer for friggin'
Justice League,
last night.
the new one, yeah.
That was not even last night. Was it last night? I don't even know. One of those nights that turns into days we got on set so long. I saw it. And like, in the trailer, I don't really care for his character. Like Wonder Woman, even though I didn't like her movie, it's her standalone movie, she steals the show in the trailer.
Right.
Batman needs to steal the show. And he as Batman does not.
Well, I'm kind of... this is my issue. I liked him as Batman. I actually thought that he delivered a really strong performance. In terms of him being in that suit, he's actually quite intimidating.
Yeah.
He's the Batman who I think would scare the shit out of people. But I'm not surprised. With 2 bad movies under his belt as Batman, I could see him wanting to leave. Remember, his career went down the toilet because of the bad roles he chose.
Yep, and he just resurrected it because he was a director.
Because he was directing. And now all of a sudden he's stuck in a bad franchise. I'm sure that's why he walked away from the Batman, from directing.
Yeah.
And now we have the new director coming in who's done Matt Reeves, who's done the last 2 ape movies.
Yeah.
War of the Planet of the Apes and Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Or was it Dawn? Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
I can see that he's afraid of being in another bad movie because he's already in a bad franchise.
Another bad movie might kill his career.
And B, Matt Reeves has taken Affleck's script for the Batman and tossed it.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to redo the script himself.
So, if Ben officially is out, which it looks like 99% sure, the studio wants him out, and I'm guessing he also wants out.
At this point, yeah.
If it's 100% true, who takes over as Batman?
Well, I read
some rumors.
Yeah, I saw a little thing where because they say that the insiders are saying they want to transition out of Ben gracefully, and the idea might be him handing the cowl over to somebody else, maybe following
the storyline of he handing it over to Robin.
To Robin, exactly.
Yeah,
that's all right.
But would Ben do that? Would he send it on for another film and take the gamble that it might be a shit film?
Well, I don't know. I don't think that's the thing. I think he's really worried about his career. The last movie he directed, Live by Night, didn't make any money.
No.
And that was with Warner Brothers as well. So under Warner Brothers right now, his last 3 movies, 2 made a lot of money but were shitty, and 1 made no money and was okay.
Well, which one are you saying was okay?
Live by Night. It didn't get very good reviews. It got mediocre reviews.
Wasn't Fargo with Warner?
Fargo?
Was it Fargo? No, Argo. Yeah, Fargo.
Argo was with Warner.
And that was actually a really good
But
film.
his last film in that contract that he had, I believe it was the last film, it was Live by Night. Because they haven't re-signed him to direct anything else. So I can see that there's...
Argo really did bring his career back.
Yeah, well, listen, the Argo, I actually really like The Town and Gone Baby Gone. I think The
Town
Town
was great. Town was great.
The Town may be my favorite of his 3 movies.
More than Argo. I think Argo's my favorite.
My issue with Argo is it's so incorrect, factually incorrect.
Yeah. Well, they had to put the Hollywood spin into it.
Well, and that's the thing, it becomes distracting. I think anybody who knows what really happened with the whole Argo incident and knows, how it really went down, watching this and the movie's trying to convince you of something else, it takes me out of the movie. Everything leading up to maybe the last 10 minutes, I'm good with.
Yep.
I'm fine with. But then, I really hated the line, "Oh, I'm sure the Canadians will take credit for this." Fuck you! Yeah, they will, because they're the ones who came up with the plan. They're the ones who risked their goddamn lives, hiding goddamn Americans, and you want to take us out of the movie? Fuck you. Yep. Sorry, that's my piece.
Anyways.
Sorry, that I went out of pace.
And we kind of went past
the whole Batman. Let's go back to Batman.
Well, I mean,
I don't see anybody taking it, and let me. I'll tell you right now. The first person I want to blame for this whole fucking mess, okay, is Zack Snyder. Why? He wanted to make a Batman vs Superman film, and he wanted it partially based on The Dark Knight Returns.
Mm-hmm.
So he cast an old Batman. How are you going to go cast an old Batman when all these other fucking superheroes in this franchise, all these actors are 30 years old or in their 20s?
Yep.
Ben is already 50.
Yes?
Yeah, he's 50.
Wow. Fuck. I didn't know.
Zack Snyder shot the whole thing in the fucking foot because they go and get somebody who's already 50. He can't be part of this franchise for the next 20 years. Robert Downey Jr. got into Iron Man in his mid fucking 30s.
Yep.
So that's why he's been able to go, been able to go for it for the last, 12 years.
If they ever...
Or he was 40, sorry, he was 40.
If they ever friggin' tried to recast that role, no one's going to accept it because he's been Iron Man for such a long fucking time.
Exactly.
No one else is going to be able to be like, oh, okay, we'll accept this guy.
So I blame Zack Snyder to begin with because if they knew they were going to have this DC universe, you do not cast a 50-year-old or a 48-year-old as he was at the time or 40 whatever. You cast somebody in their late 30s because then you can have them for the next 10 years. Mm-hmm. That's the first thing. The second thing is I'm blaming the studio for not having control of any of these productions. They've allowed them to pull out weak scripts, direct these things as if we were watching 300 because it has the style of 300, and that's not what you want out of a Batman movie or a Superman movie.
No.
Thank God for Wonder Woman. I know you didn't like it. I did. Thank God for Wonder Woman because it's the first movie where when I watched it, I actually felt like I was watching a cohesive movie. A Kofefe movie. And unfortunately, Ben is now worried that his career is going to go down the drain. And yeah, I would worry too. I'd run.
I'd run for the hills.
Batman is the best comic book character.
Yes, he is.
People will disagree, but he's the best comic book character. They've had three incredible movies.
What do you mean Superman's a better superhero?
Oh my God, that was great. Good memories.
Now we have to put that in here.
Yeah, we'll put it there so people see.
At the end, yeah.
There are 3 masterpieces already.
Yep.
Well, no, hey, you know what? I'm going to back that up and say, I actually think there are 5. I love the Tim Burton Batman and Tim Burton Batman Returns. You already have those great movies, and you're spoiling it by adding fucking these horrible Batman movies that have come up. And Ben, run as far as you can. Run
far.
What do you think?
Far away. Just like how you ran away from Jennifer Lopez.
And that was the smartest thing I ever did.
Yeah. And that fucking film they did. What was it called? Glee.
They did Glee, and then she's at the beginning.
That one might be actually the worst film of all time. Of all time.
That's terrible. And then the beginning, she's in the beginning of Jersey Girl, directed by Kevin Smith.
Yep.
And both movies panned hard.
Why did Kevin Smith do that film?
You know what? He wanted to make his first $100 million movie.
Do you think he regrets it?
Yeah. He's already said that he regrets it. That he knows that casting Lopez in it ruined the movie. But do you think anybody should take his place, and who do you think should take over as Batman?
I heard an insane rumor.
Who?
I heard that they want to bring back friggin' Christian Bale.
He's not gonna do it.
No.
I don't.
But I heard that's Warner's hope that they could bring him back because they had such a good run with him.
He said after he finished doing The Dark Knight Rises, he said he would not come back unless Nolan was involved.
Nolan did what Ben Affleck should do. He's run the fuck away.
Right, yeah. He produced that first Superman movie.
Yeah.
The Man of Steel, and then after that he was like, I'm done. Forget it. This franchise sucks.
Well, DC has a track record of making shitty films.
Recently, come on, The Dark Knight.
Yeah, I'm talking about recent years.
Yeah.
Years, they have a track record, and like Suicide Squad was supposed to save them.
Right.
And it was good because I worked on it, but other than that, I mean, it was not a great film.
Do you know what the problem with DC is? They're not able to properly reinvent themselves. This is what they do. Tim Burton comes out with 2 great movies, okay, and they say, "Oh, okay, great, but we want to sell toys." What do? They follow it up with 2 horrible movies.
Yep.
That's all like bright neon colors and disgusting.
Yep.
Finally, after realizing that they fucked up, and this is what they do. They hire good directors who come in, make good movies, and then afterwards they say, "Well, you know what? We're gonna interfere and fuck it up." This is what they do. So Tim Burton comes in, makes 2 great movies. The producers go, and then the studio goes, "Oh man, we got to make some toy money, some of that kid money."
The kid money.
So they don't bring him back, and they bring back Joel Schumacher, and they make 2 fucking lousy, bright neon colored Batman movies.
Yep.
They kill the franchise.
Yep.
What happens? Then they're like, "Oh well, we got to bring back another good director who's going to revive the franchise." Nolan comes back, makes
Perfect.
3 masterpieces. Oh, beautiful! What do? Once again, then they get involved and they say, "We got to get that kid money." And what do they make? They make fucking Man of Steel horrible. Batman vs Superman horrible. They're interfering again. Suicide Squads, which was all right. Like I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it. Yes,
I enjoyed it, but I know it's not a good movie. And once again, another movie that adds these weird neon colors to it.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
And so that's the thing. They see a director come in and do a good thing, and then they think, "Oh man, no, you know what? We're going to interfere now because we need some of that kid money."
Yep. Well, they didn't do that with Suicide Squad. They didn't care about the
The director wanted to make it an R rating, and they made sure not to let him do that.
Yeah, but you didn't really see many freaking action figures come out of that film.
The Harley Quinn Joker stuff. They made a ton.
The Harley Quinn, yeah.
They made a ton off of that.
Yeah.
Not so much the
now they're
rest.
making so much that they made so much money off it, and now that Joker and Harley Quinn are getting a standalone movie.
Right, yeah. Oh, they made ton. Look, listen, and the Batman figure, like action figure, the Ben Affleck inspired one, was selling like crazy.
Yeah.
I remember I went to go buy my nephew some action figures because I was getting him the Marvel collection.
Yeah.
And that Batman shit was selling like crazy.
Yeah.
So stop thinking about kiddie money and selling action figures, Warner Brothers, and get back to getting serious directors. Good ones.
Me, I'm a serious director.
There we go. We're not people who are going to rehash the same bullshit over and over again like Zack Snyder does.
Yep.
The guy has not made a movie. Every movie of his has the same slow motion, speed up slow motion, speed up slow motion. Stop. That's annoying.
I have no comment because I agree.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, me.
Somebody agrees with me.
Yeah, me being speechless is also like a.
Eh.
I think we officially killed the green screen today because green screen used to like to mock us with pictures, but
Today it's being nice. The
it's
green
being
screen's
very
being
nice.
with us.
Good boy or good girl. I don't know.
All right. Well, I think we're done here. I think we've delivered the news. Is there anything else you wanted to add?
Nothing.
This week on movie news.
This week on movie news, I don't know. Like I brought up the standalone movie between Joker and Harley Quinn.
I'm interested in that.
And the Suicide Squad too.
They're also doing the Gotham City Sirens, which the director of Suicide Squad is directing. He won't be directing.
David Ayer?
Yeah, he's not directing Suicide Squad 2 because he's going to do
Doing
Gotham
Sirens. Yep.
Gotham City Sirens.
Yep. It was actually like he was one of the things I was excited about going into Suicide Squad
Because he had made Fury.
yeah,
Did you watch Fury?
believe I did, but I don't really.
That was one of the most. That was one of the most like disheartening, upsetting movies I'd ever seen. Like literally,
Yeah.
spoiler alert, everyone dies except for the one kid.
Yep.
It's such a dark movie.
It was so I was excited about him. So I don't even know who's doing Suicide Squad 2.
They haven't announced it yet. They're still.
All I know is
There are rumors, but they haven't announced it.
rumors right now. Apparently, they're shooting that in Toronto as soon as
Right.
as soon as freaking Discovery fucks off.
Well, that's the thing. Are they gonna do all three of those movies in
I
Toronto?
believe so.
Because Toronto's acting as what, Midway City,
Yeah,
but not Gotham. Gotham is still.
Vancouver and
Is Vancouver doing Gotham? Is that where they shot?
they're doing a lot of the freaking superhero shit.
Well, then what'll happen is I don't think that they'll do the Joker versus Harley here.
I haven't heard where they're gonna shoot that yet.
Because that'll probably take place in Gotham City, and if they're doing Gotham City, they'll probably
In Vancouver.
do it in Vancouver. The same with
Toronto-
Gotham City Sirens will probably be there too.
For people who don't know, Vancouver doubles as like obviously more of they're doing freaking.
Well, for Batman,
They're doing shows like The Flash and
They are, yeah.
and they're doing a whole bunch of the shows that take place in like a city that's more of a like a
yeah, but Batman
city.
versus Superman. Where do they shoot the Gotham City scenes? Because that's where they'll.
That was Detroit. They shot that in Detroit.
So that's probably where they're gonna do Gotham.
I mean,
Sirens.
Toronto was supposed to get that,
Right.
But then
Right.
I think Suicide Squad or something fucked us out of that movie.
For the sake of continuity, I think that they'll shoot the Gotham stuff there. So that'll be Joker and Harley plus Gotham
Yeah.
City Sirens. Suicide Squad 2, if it takes place in Midway City again,
It will be Toronto.
it'll be Toronto. And I think that it should take place there because that's where Amanda Waller's base is.
Yep.
Right? That's
Yeah,
where she is.
That's where she's based out of. So
And in the comics, Midway City gets blown up by the fake Superman, the one that was the Man of Tomorrow, the one who's half
yeah.
half robot.
yeah. So I mean, Toronto always we get more of the sci-fi films or shows.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised we didn't get Pacific Rim 2.
Yeah, we were gonna get that too, and then I believe, honestly, I think that one of the main reasons that screwed us out of that was freaking
Star Trek.
Star Trek yet again. That show really screwed us out of many productions.
Yeah.
Many productions.
Well, I won't say anything negative about it because it's where I got my. It's where I got
You
my.
got 2
pay.
days this
Yeah,
week,
I got 2 days there. So.
So, anyways, we're gonna end it on that one. Sorry,
Subscribe.
I'm sorry, green screen, that you couldn't fuck with us today, but
Today the green screen was nice. Subscribe,
like,
like,
follow.
follow, all that
Peace.
shit.